At some point, you stop needing a bigger sign. You stop needing the perfect mood, the perfect plan, the perfect apology, the perfect weather, the perfect version of yourself. You look at your life honestly, not with shame, not with drama, but with a quiet kind of courage, and you realize something simple. The next version of you is not waiting in a fantasy future. It is waiting in the next honest action. That is where life begins to change. Not in the announcement, not in the big emotional promise, not in the moment when everybody finally understands you. It changes when you do the small thing you've been avoiding, and you do it without needing applause. Most people do not lose because they are weak. They lose momentum because they keep negotiating with the part of themselves that wants comfort now and confidence later. They say, I'll start when I feel ready. But readiness is not a feeling that arrives before the work. Readiness is built by doing the work while you still feel uncertain. You do not become disciplined by waiting for discipline. You become disciplined by keeping one promise when it would be easier to break it. One workout, one page, one application, one difficult conversation, one clean meal, 1 hour of focused effort, one honest boundary, one more attempt after your pride has been bruised. That is the training ground. Life is not asking you to become unstoppable overnight. It is asking you to stop abandoning yourself in the moments that matter, because every time you follow through, even quietly, you send a message to your mind. I can trust myself. And every time you give in to the same old excuse, you send a different message. My word to myself is optional. Self-respect is not built from compliments. It is built from evidence. You need evidence that you can stand up when you are tired. Evidence that you can focus when distractions are loud. Evidence that you can recover after a bad day without turning one mistake into a whole identity. Evidence that you can choose what is right for your future, even when your mood is begging for what is easy right now. This does not mean you have to be harsh with yourself. Strength is not self-hatred. Discipline is not punishment. Real discipline is care with a backbone. It is saying, I matter too much to keep living below my own standard. There will be days when your energy is low, days when your progress feels invisible, days when you look around and think everyone else is moving faster. But you are not here to copy somebody else's pace. You are here to protect your direction. A person climbing a mountain does not stare at the summit every second. Sometimes they look at the next rock, the next grip, the next safe place to put their foot. They respect the climb by staying present with it. Do the same. If your goal feels too heavy today, shrink the action, not the commitment. If you cannot do an hour, do 10 focused minutes. If you cannot run 5 miles, walk 1. If you cannot solve the whole problem, solve the next piece. If your confidence is missing, act with integrity anyway. Confidence often comes after movement. You are allowed to move while nervous. You are allowed to improve while imperfect. You are allowed to start small without calling yourself small. The world loves dramatic transformations, but most real change is quiet. It looks like choosing water instead of another excuse, closing the app and opening the book, taking the stairs, showing up to practice. Cleaning the space you keep saying is stressing you out. Saying no without writing a speech. Going back to the plan after one rough afternoon. These actions may not look impressive from the outside, but inside, they are powerful. They are votes for the person you are becoming. And here is the truth. Your future will not be shaped mainly by what you do once in a burst of emotion. It will be shaped by what you return to after the emotion fades. Return to the work. Return to your values. Return to the habits that make you stronger. Return to the basic things that keep you clear, steady, and proud. When life knocks you off rhythm, do not waste 3 weeks judging yourself for falling. Get back in rhythm, fast, not perfectly, fast. The comeback does not need a ceremony, it needs a next step. There is power in being the person who can reset without spiraling. The person who says, that was yesterday. Today I choose better. The person who stops turning disappointment into permission to disappear. You are not behind because you had a hard chapter. You are not broken because you had to rebuild. You are not finished because you got tired. You are human. And humans grow by returning, adjusting, learning, and continuing. So stop waiting to feel fearless. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is giving your values the final vote. Stop waiting to feel confident. Confidence is not a costume. It is the memory of your own follow-through. Stop waiting for life to get easy. Ease is not the requirement. Commitment is. Today, choose one thing that proves you are on your own side, not 10 things. 1. Make it clear, make it measurable, make it real enough that you know whether you did it or not, then do it. And when you finish, do not rush past it. Notice it. Let it count. Because that small completed promise is not small to your mind. It is proof. It is a brick in the foundation. It is a quiet declaration that you are no longer only hoping to change. You are participating in your own growth. You are building a life you do not need to escape from, a mind you can live with, a standard you can respect, a strength that does not need to shout. So take the next honest action. Take it today. Take it while the doubt is still talking. Take it before motivation arrives. Take it because your future deserves evidence, not someday. Now, step forward with proof.